If you don't want to reach for a quarterback like Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts in your 2024 fantasy football drafts, here are 5 quarterbacks you can wait on, draft them later, and still end up in great shape. And if you watch this video all the way till the end, I'll give you a bonus late round quarterback. Number 1, Dak Prescott of the Dallas Cowboys. Prescott's often being drafted outside the top 90 picks, around quarterback 8. Remember, Prescott didn't just have a great season last year. In 2021, both years around 4,500 yards, around 36 touchdowns. The 2022 season, not good. That seems to be the outlier, though. Now, last year, before Dallas had their bye, Prescott was not doing well. About a touchdown per game, no big yardage games. Dallas figured out something during their bye week. They realized they lacked a sustaining running game. As a result, they went pass heavy, and Prescott thrived. At least 29 fantasy points in 7 of his last 12 games. That includes the NFL playoff game as well. But here's the point. Tony Pollard's gone. Ezekiel Elliott's in. Overall, this is still a very weak running back room. So look for Dallas to continue to ride Prescott hard. He has CeeDee Lamb, Jake Ferguson. We'll hope to get contributions from Brandon Cooks and or Jalen Tolbert. But we've already seen Prescott with this cast do very, very well. Number 2, Kyler Murray of the Arizona Cardinals. Now, Kyler Murray is usually taken soon after Dak Prescott in drafts, around pick 100, around quarterback 9. Now, remember last year, Murray was coming back from an ACL injury, missed significant time, comes back in week 10. And all that said, his receiver room was not good. Marquise Brown was hurt down the stretch quite a bit. And realistically, the number 1 target was tight end Trey McBride. Well, now we go into this year. And in comes Marvin Harrison. Michael Wilson, who was also dinged up last year, is a very solid number 2. McBride fits right into that trio. And remember, Murray still scored between 19.5 and 26 fantasy points in 7 of 8 games. So he was producing without a lot of talent. It is much better now. That Arizona defense probably going to struggle again. Murray will have to carry this team. He could be a top 5 quarterback. Number 3, Brock Purdy of the San Francisco 49ers. Now, Purdy goes around quarterback 12, around pick 120. 4,280 yards and 31 touchdowns last year. Solid numbers. Now, there are weeks where the 49ers get out to a big lead early, and if Purdy didn't do his damage, it might not be a great week because the 49ers can run the ball. But Purdy had multiple touchdown passes in 9 of 17 games. And remember, Purdy doesn't have to throw deep to make it happen. Even if he throws short, the yards after the catch monsters on his roster, Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, there are so many ways Purdy can get it done, but he has a great high floor safe option if that's what you're looking for. Number 4, Caleb Williams of the Chicago Bears. Now, Caleb Williams usually goes soon after Brock Purdy in drafts, around quarterback 13. Now, we know that Caleb Williams is the first pick in the draft. Love his arm strength, creating plays out of structure, and also he looks downfield when he's on the move. These are positive things. But what I like best about Caleb Williams, first of all, you take the talent and you bring in Shane Waldron as the offensive coordinator. Remember, Waldron got 2 very good seasons out of Geno Smith, who had a long track record of not doing much at all. The Bears have a solid offensive line, but they have weapons in the passing game. They have DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Rome Odunze, Cole Kmet at tight end. And if they decide to weaponize DeAndre Swift as a receiver out of the backfield, this could be a lethal group. This offense clicks early. Caleb Williams can easily outperform that ADP. Number 5, and maybe my favorite late round target, Kirk Cousins of the Atlanta Falcons. Now, he is going outside the top 150 picks, quarterback 18. Look, he had an Achilles injury last year. That saps explosiveness. That said, he's a pocket passer. He has that explosiveness in years. Not an issue. And learning the offense, no problem. We get Cousins going from Kevin O'Connell to Zach Robinson. Both Sean McVay's tree, similar offense. And remember, Cousins was on pace for a career year. It was with Minnesota. He had great weapons. But Cousins has been averaging 30 touchdowns since 2017. Drake London is alpha receiver. We have Kyle Pitts. We're hoping he gets deployed well. You might not like Darnell Mooney, but 4.3 speed, and he can perform. And even Rondale Moore in the slot. There's enough weaponry, and they should have to score enough points where Kirk Cousins could easily outperform that ADP. Since you watched this video to the end, give you a bonus late round quarterback. Trevor Lawrence. He's going off the board about pick 150, quarterback 15. We hated what we saw last year. I think the main problem, Press Taylor, the offensive coordinator, he really gummed up the offense. Didn't know how to optimize Calvin Ridley, who's no longer with the team. Coach Doug Peterson, the head coach. He is a great offensive designer. He has not run the offense. He has to know that he's out of a job if the offense underperforms. So if we bet on Peterson taking over the offense, Trevor Lawrence finally could be deployed as the weapon we know he is. He may not be the most elite quarterback in the world, but with Christian Kirk, Evan Ingram, Travis Etienne out of the backfield, and hopefully first-round draft pick Brian Thomas steps up and plays well. But this is a little bit of a reach, but we can see Trevor Lawrence have that season we've wanted for quite some time. If you enjoy videos like this, please consider hitting the like button and subscribe to the new RotoWire Fantasy Football channel.